What's up, YouTube? It's Miss TL coming to you. I am fresh in from my workout, and yes, I have on a corset. I am trying to train my stomach and my sides to give me that cinch look. Let me close these windows up. And so, basically, I saw that if you put on your corset, it will bring this in. I don't know how much further I'm going to be able to go. I can feel my bones here. But if I could get this part just going in, I would be okay. Stomach is flattening out, but I have so much more to go. My bottom half has always been bigger, which is okay. You know, people paying to get what I have. This one guy is like, she's not going to show her protruding, but here it is. It's, you know, when you have this much butt, it ain't like you can hide it. But anyway, so I've been having this corset forever. Got it on. I figured I'd just wear it in the house. Wear it for a little while before I go take my shower. But really, that's not what I was making a video about. Just happened to see me here. Go from there. See if I can lower myself. Man, seems like can you guys see me okay? I mean, it just seems like I'm not capturing my whole body in this thing. I'm trying to do this video from my desktop. I do it on my laptop. I seem to have a little bit more flexibility on what I can and can't do. Anyway, I'm so off basis on what this is about. My actual video that I wanted to do I did a video earlier today while I was working out, but my phone was not focused on my face, and so about half of my face, the whole video was like this. But I liked what I was saying. Who doesn't like what they're saying? But I felt like I had some valid information, so I wanted to redo the video. The video is about taking relationship advice from people who are not in relationships. I have seen so many videos from women giving advice when they're not in a relationship, men giving advice, and I've seen the negative comments inside of the comment section on the videos, unless the video has been disabled for comments. Well, my point is, I don't think that you should disregard information from anybody who has had valid life experiences. Just because you're not in a successful relationship at the time doesn't mean that you don't have good information that you can provide for anybody that might necessarily need it. Because in my book, if you're over a certain age, over 30, you've been in relationships, you've had experiences with the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you want to let somebody know based on your experiences what you feel had gone wrong in those relationships, where you stood and what part you played in the demise of the relationship, I don't really see anything at all wrong with that. To me, I would rather take information from somebody who's had failed relationships versus somebody who's had one good one. And let me explain myself. The person who has been in a failed relationship over and over again, they hopefully have learned the do's and the don'ts. And hopefully they have grown and understand that the common denominator in that relationship happens to be them. What have they done differently so that they don't keep on repeating the same mistakes over and over again? I sum it up as to the same situation as where your parents tell you don't do drugs, they're drug addicts. Don't smoke cigarettes, they smoke cigarettes. You know, the thing is that if you are looking at their lives, you can see what you don't want and why what they're telling you is valid. It's the same thing in a relationship. If you have a girlfriend who's in a abusive relationship, she's with somebody who's a habitual cheater, she can tell you the things that she saw that led up to the situation coming to an end. And if you've never had that situation happen, you can take and draw from her experience, whether or not that relationship lasted or not. That is some valid information for you to move forward in any relationship, because when a man starts to do you as a man has done him or her, or a woman has done him when he gave you the advice, you will know that, hey, these are red flags. Maybe you've never been through that before, but an experience of somebody who has had a failed relationship will help you out. The reason I say that sometimes getting relationship advice from somebody with a successful relationship, especially, there's a couple of people on YouTube who have a large following and I love their videos. They've been in maybe 1 or 2 relationships their whole life, and they just happened to meet the right person, fall in love. They did it the right way, the way society says is the right way. But you know what works for them won't necessarily work for you. Not all men are the same. Not all relationships are the same. So there's no cookie cutter method on how to be in a relationship. You know, they might be in a situation where the husband is the breadwinner and what he wants is his woman to be a homemaker. Susie homemaker, stay home and cook. Now, if you try to roll that on a man who necessarily wants a woman who is a professional, who has her career, who's not thinking about children, that her situation is not going to work for you. Like I said, to me, when you are trying to figure out the right way to go about being in a relationship, the number one thing is your own experiences. You have to draw off of your own mistakes, your own experiences, your own situations. B, try to get information from, if your parents happen to still be in a relationship, your grandparents, older women, older men, people who have actually had experience. So you want to go to them and try to draw off of them. But at the end of the day, whatever you do in your relationship is your relationship. You can't sit up here and bash somebody because they are trying to give you information based on what they went through. Doesn't mean that you have to take that information. All they were simply trying to do was get you to understand, based on their life experiences, why they feel you should or should not do a certain thing. We all have gone through things, and we all can teach each other a thing or two. That's just like being in school. A lot of time when your teachers are teaching you something, they still in school learning. Those are the best teachers. A good teacher is also a good student. So for me, when people bash people that are single or otherwise not in a relationship based on giving advice, it just makes no sense to me, because the best teacher in life is trial and error. And sometimes you're going to go through stuff, and you're going to have some wisdom and some knowledge when you come up out of it. If you've never been through anything, if your life has been peachy cream and you've gotten with this man or this woman and everything just fell together and the stars aligned and the universe all meshed together, what can you possibly teach me? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to have that experience. I'm more than likely, I would admire somebody really who has been through some crap, learned what that crap was, fixed themselves, brought their A game to the next relationship, and maybe this is their 15th relationship and now it works. I'd rather take advice from somebody like that than somebody who it just happened to fall all together. Because a lot of people that's sitting on here talking about how perfect their relationships are, and they could be with their husband 15, 20 years, they got problems too. But they're not telling you that part. They're not telling you how to get through that part. So that's the benefit of listening to somebody who hasn't necessarily had it all together, is because they telling you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's really up to you or what you take from it. So anyway, my time is up. Give me comments, thoughts, whatever you feel on the situation. Just let me know. And it's all good. Thank you and peace out.